very good evening. I bid to Dr. ZURAINI. Today we are going to present a question on mesh analysis. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our group members, which are Gavin Goh Wei Lim, Mabel Lee Ching Sze, Nurul Shahira, binti Azri, and me, Tam Ho Fei. So we are now going to start to discuss our question. In this question, we are needed to find the value of current I1, I2, and I3 flowing clockwise in the first, second, third mesh respectively. In this circuit, we have break this down into loop 1, loop 2, and loop 3. So in loop 1, we apply the Kirchhoff voltage law. The sum of voltage supply is equal to sum of voltage drop. So at loop 1, the voltage supply is this 5V here. So then the I1 is flowing out here, which passes through 10 ohm and 20 ohm. So we get 10 plus 50 I1. Then the I2 from loop 2 is flowing opposite direction to I1, so we minus it out when passing through the 20 ohm resistor, and we simplify it to get this equation below. Now we are going to continue with loop 2 and loop 3. For loop 2, there are three currents in it, which are I1, I2, and I3. So by applying Kirchhoff voltage law, there is no voltage supply here, so we get 0V here. Then I2 passes through three resistors, which are 20, 30, and 40 ohm, so we get this part. Then the I1 here is opposite to I2, which passes through 20 ohm resistor, so we minus it out. As well as the I3 here, which is opposite to I2, passing through the 40 ohm resistor, so we minus this out. Then we simplify it and we arrange in terms of I1, I2, and I3. For loop 3, it is the same thing here. So when the I3 hits the positive terminal of the voltage source, so we put it as negative 10V. Then I3 passes through 40 ohm and 50 ohm resistor, so we get this part. Then I2, which is opposite to I3 in loop 3, then we minus it out with 40 ohm resistor because it passed through 40 ohm resistor. So we simplify it and we get the final equation here.
Hi, I'm Gavin. By solving the previous equation simultaneously, you will get the final answer as I1 equal to 0.154 ampere, and I2 equal to negative 0.018 ampere, and I3 equal to negative 0.119 ampere. And now, then I will be explaining about the mesh analysis. Mesh can be defined as a single loop, I1 and I2. Let's apply the Kirchhoff voltage law to determine the mesh current in the circuit. Is the I. And then, after finding the mesh current, the voltage in the circuit can be found by the ohm law, V equal to IR.
Nice.